Hello, everyone, and welcome again to Outwitting the Manipulator. My name is Dr. Dennis Becker, and you're going to hear my colleague, Robin Golinsky, any moment. And as you know, we do a regular podcast about manipulation, and that's so much fun, right? Hardly. But what we want to do is we want to protect you and help you protect yourself from manipulation as it is happening, not later when it's too late. So we wrote a book about all of this, and we'll get into it. You've heard us many times. You've been known for several years. But Robin, let's talk about this a little bit because today we want to talk about something that, well, in our time, just recent. It happened during the Winter Olympics. So I'll let you introduce what we're going to talk about today. Go ahead, Robin.
So we're going to talk about oh my gosh, his name. What is his name? Neergaard?
It
Go.
I don't know that
Doesn't
it
matter. The
matters.
Norwegian,
Yeah,
the Norwegian
skier, skier.
Olympian,
Yeah.
and you're going to slowly understand, not slowly, but quickly understand that I'm not a sports person. What? So the skier who did the public apology to a girl he broke up with that he cheated on. And what's important about this is that in the book, we talk about the use of a surrogate. And we talk about using a third party person to help you with manipulation. We're going to make some assumptions here. We only have a bit of data and evidence here. We don't really know if this guy is a manipulator, but assuming that it's an actual manipulative person,
It actually
this
doesn't matter because it's a tactic that if
it's
you're a
still
manipulator or
manipulative.
it's
You're
still
right.
manipulative,
You're
right?
right.
Yeah,
Even
and
if
let's
he's
let's
like, we
yeah
all
let,
manipulate. Right.
and
That's a
let
good
let's
point.
let's clarify that this guy was a medal winner, and he was interviewed after his win, and they always do that, and the guys say, "Oh, how hard it was, thanks for this or that." Well, he added something very special and very quickly within like 8 or 10 seconds. He added something, but Robin's going to talk about that. But go ahead.
Yeah. So then he added in, he turned on the tears and apologized for cheating on his girlfriend, who he said was the love of his life. So the facts that we know in this, that they had only been dating 6 months, that he cheated 3 months into the relationship, and then clearly she completely broke it off with him.
Well, maybe we don't really know that even.
Well,
He
he
didn't
did
say
say
that.
that. Yeah, he did say that in the interview. And we know that he wants her back. So he has chosen a moment, a very public, worldwide moment to say this. And my issue with it is, and Dennis, we can debate and discuss this all along, but um, it's indicative that he hasn't given much thought to the repercussions that it might have on her life or how it might affect her. So, what do I mean by use of a surrogate? Well, in this case, it's not the use of a third person that we talk about in the book, enrolling that third person to help you manipulate. It's enrolling the entire world, anyone who's watching, into pressuring her. Oh my goodness, you're so lucky. He's a gold medal winner. You need to give him a second chance. He clearly didn't mean it. And what an enormous tsunami of pressure that must be on her. Not to
Mm,
mention the reporters who have probably lost their minds digging into her entire life, probably
mm,
hounding her, hunting her down. This guy's no dummy. Okay, if he even took 30 seconds to think, he must have had knowledge that this was going to happen to her. So I'm pretty unforgiving for him. I don't think he's a good person for doing this. But Dennis, you go ahead if you want to be the devil's advocate here.
yeah, I'm not sure that I want to go that far, calling him
Yes,
a
I
dummy and
figured.
all that.
But
I'm not so sure. I mean, the guy could be, he appears to be on screen. He's in tears and so forth. He appears to be very sincere about the whole thing.
as we
And
know, manipulators can
I'm
appear
gonna,
to be
I hear
very
you.
sincere.
I hear you, and I do not
As
deny any of
our
that.
longtime listeners will know that on the spectrum of jadedness and cynicism, I'm much further down that
You're a
pike
gold
than
medal
that.
winner. You're a gold medal
But
winner. Hey, come
woo!
on. Woo woo.
I stick the landing every time, baby.
That's right. I mean, you know, he could be very. Could you admit that he might be very sincere about this?
Um,
Is there a possibility even he could be
okay,
very sincere
so
about it?
we can travel down both paths. Let's go your way. Let's go
Okay, so the
rainbows and
possibility
sunshine
that
and roses and
okay,
butterflies.
there's a possibility that he said to her, we don't know. He said to her ahead of time, or she said to him, "Listen, I hear what you did. You know what you did. Blah blah blah. And the only way you're going to impress me at all is to admit this, not just to me, but to admit this to your family, admit this to the world. I will only forgive
No,
you if,
no, no. That's
okay?
that's
It's possible.
so
No?
improbable.
Well, okay. It is possible. Not,
I think actually, I think that is so remote. And I love having this discussion. This is a juicy discussion because I think this guy's used to winning. Okay, let's go to your let's
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
win you over. Competitive mindset is necessary to win a gold medal in the
yeah,
Olympics.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
have to have a winner mindset, a win at
Yep,
all costs
yep,
mindset. You
yep,
don't like losing.
yep,
Okay, you're a handsome guy who's in the Olympics winning a gold medal, and they've been dating six
yep,
months.
yep,
So
yep,
just stay
yep.
with me. You know how long it takes to train to go into the Olympics. I have a cousin who's a silver medal winner in the Olympics in speed skating. So you know how he trained his whole freaking life since he was a little boy. So this guy 6 months ago was slated, pinned, target, on his on track, right? So he's used to winning. He's not
Hmm.
used to rejection.
Hmm.
He's an athlete. He's probably got 8-pack abs, you
Yeah.
know? And she said no, zero talent, broke up with him. That has got to sting. And
Mhm.
okay, I'll also go one step further. Happy to have you push back on this. We also know men like to hunt and women and win, like biologically. I mean, I don't mean like not saying all men are predatory, but I'm saying men are biologically programmed. That's why men typically ask women and women reject, 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 right? It's in the biology. We're wired for that. We have to be very selective because we carry the burden of the consequences of mating. So he's not used to rejection, and she rejected him, and he needs to win. So what did he do? He pulled out the stops without thinking. In my opinion, this is the world according to Robin. In my opinion, he did not stop to think, or maybe he did stop to think about the consequences, and he didn't care because he needs to win. So that's
My
why
turn.
he's enlisting the entire world who's watching to
Hmm.
pressure her. And how could you not give him a second chance? So, okay, I'll just pause there because I said
My
enough.
turn. My
Yes,
turn.
please.
My turn. Truthfully.
Unless you say something I vehemently disagree. No, just go ahead.
Okay.
I'll,
Listen,
I'll hold back. I'll hold
I,
back.
I do like to hold on to the possibility that there is forgiveness in life and that there is a possibility of regret and shame and all of that. And think of the shame that this guy had to undergo
Oh, good Lord.
admitting that in public in front of the world. He
Okay,
had,
pause. Gotta pause. Gotta pause
it's
you.
apparently not my turn,
No,
even
I
though
gotta pause you. I
I
gotta
asked permission.
stop
Is it
you.
my turn? But you said yes, but
I
go
know, but
ahead.
when I,
Oh,
I did try
did
to
I
warn you.
interrupt you? I didn't interrupt you. All of the
But
things that I
no,
could
there's
have
no
said.
shame for a man cheating in
Oh
this
my
world.
goodness.
There's no shame. Are
You
you
don't,
kidding? The dudes be high-fiving him. Like, I'm sorry, he's
no,
not
no.
feeling
Yeah,
shame.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
not, Dennis.
yeah.
It's endorsed. It's
It's not endorsed, and I think you're really going off the deep end on this one. You really are.
okay. All
It,
right.
you could,
Let me ask you a
if we
question.
change
You
the
think it's the
same, if we
same when a
change
woman
the
cheats?
same word, if we change him to her, would that same thing apply? There's no shame in women doing this. There's no, she would be
Women
high
are
five.
shamed
Yeah,
much,
yeah.
much, much more than men are.
Yeah.
Men are
That
expected to be, like Melania said about Trump. It's locker room talk. Boys will be boys.
I
Look at
don't
the stuff.
disagree with any of that. I don't disagree with any of that. As a matter of fact, I'll go you one step further. I'm suggesting that as a manipulator, he not only used one tactic, he used two or three tactics on her. You talked about use of a surrogate. He also used public humiliation. He also used leveraging. These are three distinct tactics that he
I don't
used
see the
in
public
all one. Okay.
humiliation.
Yes, he was used to, okay, I'm not going to explore them, but the fact is that he used tactics. I don't care if it's one or three or five, it doesn't matter. He used a tactic that a typical manipulator would use. No question about that. I don't disagree about all of that. And I'm asking if the possibility is that a person, let's take it away from male or female who does this, a person who does that could honestly be seeking forgiveness, could honestly be seeking some sort of recompense and sorrow for what they did. Are you denying that male or female people cannot feel sorry for mistakes that they've made in the past? Is that what you're suggesting? No, you're not suggesting that.
I tell you, I'm suggest yes, he wants a pass. He absolutely wants a pass on
No,
this.
he could be wanting a pass. He could. We don't know for sure. It's typically and obviously a very manipulative tactic. We see
You don't
that.
think he knows that the whole world is going to
Of
rain
course.
down on her?
Of course
That
he knows that.
this poor guy, look at how much he loves you.
Yeah.
You need to give him a break. They are coming
Of course.
for
Of
her.
course.
And you know what? She did him a favor
We
because
don't know
he
what goes on between the two of them. Maybe that was part of the agreement that she made
no,
with him. If I'm going to forgive you, you have to admit this in the largest audience that you possibly can. And I know how near and dear the Olympics are to you. And you want to be such a big deal in the Olympics, fine. You're going to win a medal, fine. You
it
better do
doesn't
it
come
right
out that
there.
way. It doesn't
Well,
come out
you
that
don't know.
way.
You don't know that.
I do know because that would be that. Here's why I'm certain you're wrong about that. This was not pre-scripted.
You don't know that either.
Yes, I do. The way that he does it. And the thing that bothers me the most about him is the way his tears and his emotion comes on and it's over. If you watch the video, we won't play the video because the one we have is in Norwegian and this is a podcast. But if you watch it, you can even turn the sound off if you want. The emotion is there for 3 seconds and then it's gone. It switches on and it switches off. So that all that is a data point. That's not enough evidence to say that he's definitely, but it feels, you have to go with how you
Okay.
feel to it. It feels
Yeah.
very
All
manipulative.
right. Let me.
And the biggest point I
I'll,
have,
well, I'll suggest another option to you that she is the manipulator, that she manipulated him, knowing that using public humiliation she used, and surrogate the same way, she knew that the most precious thing to him was this medal at the Olympics. And she knew that she could manipulate him into saying whatever she wanted if she
oh
used
my
that
God, I'm gonna
that
try
tactic.
not to.
Yeah. Okay.
That is highly unlikely.
Unlikely, yes, but it's
And the
possible.
reason I'm telling you that it's not likely is first of all, they haven't said who she is. So
No,
clearly, and
correct.
also let's talk about culture. All right. This is not an American. An American will whore themselves out for as much attention as they can possibly get. It's our culture.
Oh
It's
no,
like,
that's
look at me, like me, follow me, subscribe to
wow.
me, more me, let me go viral, I'll make money. That is not the culture in Norway. That is not the culture. They're much, much more private. They don't flaunt, they don't peacock. This culture is they're more of a collaborative culture where they help each other and they think about terms in if you put it in terms of culture, let me tell you, it is even more manipulative. It is even more manipulative. Now, I don't know for a fact if she's Norwegian or not, but if she is, that him exposing her and subjecting her to the tsunami, and it's going to be a tsunami of people hounding her, pressuring her, is completely unforgivable. I would never go back to him if I were her. Not to mention the fact that he's just going to do it again. I mean, come on.
Oh my
Three
goodness. Okay, all right. Now we're
three
really
months
stretching
in,
it. Now,
Dennis. Three
now we're
months
really
in.
stretching it. Boy,
No, I'm
here we
not.
go.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
you
not.
are. You are.
Okay, so this is a good
Absolutely
this
you are. I mean,
no.
you're
No,
now you're
I'm
bringing
not.
culture into it as though there's no individualism in anybody. And you said Americans are
It's
playing.
not about
It's
there's
not
no
just Americans.
individualism. It's
And
we are extreme on individualism. It's
yeah,
not the case in other countries, and it's certainly not the case in Norway.
well, I'm not going to argue that because I don't know enough about it, and I'm not sure that you do too. So I'm
Well,
not going
I
to argue
did
that
research on
cultural
it because
issue.
I had a client in Norway. So,
Well,
and
we've
I
all
have a
had
close
clients around
friend
the
who's
world. I mean,
Norwegian. So
I've had international clients as well, and I'm not going to, argue one way or another
I
about that.
like
And
arguing so much. I know you
this
don't,
particular,
but this is delightful to me.
it's not delightful when
It's
you
so
interrupt me
fun.
all the time. It's not delightful to
Well, that
interrupt.
part's
You're
really
making a
fun too.
thought. Yeah,
You know, I have a
not so
sign on
much
the
fun
wall
for
that
our
says,
listeners. Not
"Stop
so much
talking
fun
when
for
I'm
our. It's
interrupting."
not so much fun for our listeners. And I have to. Maybe I should just turn off the audio so I don't hear you, but I see your lips moving all the time, so I can't even interrupt sometimes. I can't get a word. I even ask my permission. Is it my turn? No,
You're
you couldn't
not the
even allow
host. You
that.
can't mute me.
You
Okay, go
couldn't even
ahead. I'll be
allow that.
quiet. I promise.
Ay, ay, ay.
Just
I
don't
think,
say anything I don't
listen,
agree with anymore. I
listen,
can't
I
handle it.
think that we clearly agree that this was a manipulative tactic. We saw a manipulative tactic, worldwide evidence of it. Now,
Extremely
what I'm
manipulative.
saying is the possibility is that the guy is not a manipulator, but that he is sincere about what he is saying. Now, that does not make it a good manipulative tactic. No way. I'm not suggesting that. But you are stretching the whole thing that to knowledge that we do not have about her. Listen, she should get she could get a tsunami of congratulations, not just not just condemnation, but congratulations that she can break
That's
up with the
no,
guy and whatever.
that's not how
Okay.
our society works.
Yeah, yeah.
That
So
would
you
be
don't really
nice,
know.
but
You don't
usually
really know
women are
either.
blamed.
I
I'm
think
sorry.
we should agree that this was a manipulative tactic, that we saw it in evidence, that it could be categorized under public humiliation, use of a surrogate, uh, even leveraging a situation and setting. It's a manipulative tactic. So we
It's
can
the
see that for
publicness of it that
all of
is,
the opportunities that it gave to us. We
I
can see it.
agree. We
Okay.
can agree on that, but I will say, you know what, a data point that would be helpful is if she broke up, if he said I listened to it and he confessed to her
Yes, he did.
that he did that. I
Yeah.
when. So that's very important. So let's just take it through that. If he confessed to her right when it happened, and this is now 3 months later, and he's been begging her to forgive him and take him back, that would have more credibility for me than if he confessed to her right before his competition. That would seem almost like a
Yeah.
stunt to me,
Yeah.
like
See,
a
this is
stunt to get press, a stunt
and
to get attention.
this is something we just don't know.
We don't know. We
We're
don't know.
being too speculative now. We're being too
But it's so
speculative. The
fun
main
to
thing I want our
ponder.
listeners, our followers and listeners to know is that this was real-time evidence of a manipulative tactic. The
Yes,
let's assume, I'm going to assume with you that he, no, I don't want to assume that he was a manipulator. This is a manipulative tactic that a manipulator times uses to do exactly what he's hoping we'll do. She'll forgive him, whatever he wants to do. I
right.
don't know.
Absolutely
But this
correct.
was a manipulative tactic. We saw it in real time. We don't know all the circumstances, but it doesn't make any difference because this
And
is
you know what?
something
I'll
that we
give you
saw.
this. Okay. I'm marinating and chewing on what you said earlier. There's a possibility. I'll even go darker than you went when you said, she said, confess before the world and I'll forgive you. I'll go even
Hmm.
darker and say that they collaborated to stage this whole thing
Yeah, yeah, I hear
just to
you.
get press, right? Just to
I hear
get
you.
noticed.
I
Because
hear
if
you.
you Google his name, it's everywhere. And to rise above the noise in this
Yeah.
world and get attention is very, very difficult to do.
Yep.
So it is possible that the two of them said, hey, let's just say this, do this,
I agree.
and it'll, yeah. And that's even darker. And that
Yeah.
would mean they're both manipulative.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
So, what's the point? The point is that you have to be very curious and ask questions, which is what we're doing. You
Yeah.
know, all of a sudden, does this make sense? I mean, obviously, if you're in the Olympics, we agree that you have a competitive win-lose mindset because you care about winning. There's no question about it. We know that. And it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it is a thing. You can't win at that level without a winner mindset. And we don't know the nuances, the ins, the outs of whatever. We do know he devoted in his 30-second interview 12 seconds or 10 seconds to making it personal, very personal. We don't know if he thought about the consequences, if it's genuine of what it would do to her. And in his subsequent interviews, he's saying, "Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that." And now I think so. He's playing a bit dumb about it. I'm not sure if I buy into the he doesn't know because if he's been in the media, he's been in the press, he's been a competitor, he full well knows the onslaught, the tsunami of the piranha that are the press, right? They're always looking for the next soundbite. How can we? So he knows he's not naive. I can't buy into his naivete. So I don't know what the solution is, but I do love the debate and the analysis. And in the end, it doesn't really matter. Our goal, I think, for our listeners, we can agree on, is to create thinkers help you think. Just don't accept it for what it is. Don't be led by the nose of, this is, oh. No, don't go at the surface. Go deep. Go deep into it. And think about what Dennis and I have proposed here that all of these are just possibilities. We don't know the truth, and it's not important enough for me personally to, and you probably too, Dennis, to like follow it and do the research and care enough to, who I
Yeah.
don't care enough.
All right.
So,
So
but we
let,
want to use it as a tool for you to think deeper, dig
well, let
deeper.
me pause and remind our listeners that we've always said three things, and Robin is pointing them out. I'll put them in the words that we've used in the past. There are three things that you could be, should be thinking about potential of manipulation, whether you suspect somebody, something is. You do three things. You be curious about it, you question it, and you had the courage to do something about it. Three things. Okay?
And I
Curiosity,
would say don't
questioning,
make your mind up
and
based on,
and and
yeah,
absolutely right. Question it and curiosity, and don't forget to challenge it. If you want to challenge it, you have to challenge it. Now, what we've done is we've challenged both sides of it
it
for you
was
here.
so fun.
That this is what you have to do each time. I mean, life with a
Yes.
manipulator is not easy. And even if you think you might be a manipulator target, I mean, for goodness sakes, at the very least, be curious about it. Don't live in
Yeah.
an uncomfortable, fearful existence. Be curious about it. Ask some questions and have the courage to speak up and do what we're doing, disagreeing sometimes and offering options sometimes. And this is the way you protect yourself.
And it's
So
okay to be a little jaded and cynical like me. It makes you skeptical and discerning, and it can
and
be
it's
it can
okay to
be
be,
very
and
self-protective.
it's okay to be wrong sometimes.
Well, if you
Well,
are, I mean, I never am, but
there
you
you
know.
go, folks. All right. Well,
That's not
Thanks.
true.
Thanks for tuning in for another Fibber McGee and Molly. If you remember that old time show, Fibber
Nobody
McGee and
does.
Molly.
Nobody
Nobody
on the
knows.
internet
Everybody else.
does, because if they're using
Okay.
the internet, they don't
I
remember
don't
that.
think that you can try it, but it doesn't matter. We actually saw a manipulative tactic in use right now.
In
However you
real
look at
time,
it, one way or
whether
the
he's a
other,
manipulator or not, it
in
was
real time.
manipulative. It was
That's
meant
exactly
to
right.
help him
Yep.
win her
Yep.
back.
And that's what we wanted to show you because you saw it. Perhaps you saw it on the Olympics and you may have viewed it
I
yourself.
mean, it's hard
So
not to see
listen
it.
for those things carefully, particularly in real-time analysis like that. Listen to those things carefully. See if you feel them in other settings. This is such an obvious one that we had to chat about it for a little bit anyway.
And it's a low stakes thing to analyze because really at the end
Yeah,
of the day, who cares? Nobody
yeah,
cares.
yeah.
Like,
Well,
who cares if they get back together, they don't get back together? I mean, if your life
okay,
is
okay, we're
obsessing over
done.
this, you need to get it
Okay,
one. You need to get
we're
a better
done
life.
now. We're done now,
Okay.
Robin. We're done.
I'm
Thank you
being
very
cut
much.
off.
We're done now.
Thanks.
Yeah, yeah, done. Okay,
All right.
okay. All
Thanks
right,
for
folks.
listening. Go to
The
outwittinrealtime.com and
and
follow us. And we'd love more engagement, more comments. We need more
yeah,
reviews. We have not been good at being our own whatever attention seekers because
promoters. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I know it's
we're not
most
doing it
important
for
to us
that reason, but
and
it helps and we should be saying it. So please do what you can to engage with us, and we do offer coaching and a virtual training program at
yeah.
manipulator.help.
And by the way, if you, I hate to say this, and if you order right now, there's a 25% off discount of the fee
No,
for
there isn't right
that.
now,
Sure, there
but
is
no,
25%.
no,
Yeah.
there
Oh,
isn't.
we
I
even
make the
disagree about
coupons.
that. Isn't this
I
fun,
make the
folks?
coupons.
This is really fun. All right. The old clock on the wall saves us once again. I have to be able to say that it's time for us to wrap up. We want to really thank you for being with us and hopefully enjoyed and somewhat learned by this engagement. And we'll be here again whenever you tune us in. We're going to be here. We've been here for several years and we're going to do it again all the time. When we see something real like this, we absolutely will jump on and talk with you about it. And we'd love to hear from you.
And
Don't
we'll
forget to notify us.
healthy debate is good. Don't be
All
afraid.
right. So for my friend, truly my friend, Robin Galinsky, I'm Dr. Dennis Becker. Thanks for listening and bye for now.